What's up, guys? Jeremy Clark here, aka Phils Jackson on X, coming to you from the Premium Tier Futures Discord at Premium FTS on X. And just going to go over a couple videos from trading last week and showcase the Jigsaw Day Trader DOM, which I am loving. It's an awesome execution platform. So check it out. I'm going to jump right in. So this is a video I took in Sim. You can see I already got an entry here, and I just wanted to showcase how you might add to something like this. My target is going to be this high volume area on the DOM up top, and let's slow this down just a notch because it's really flying here. So I'm raising my stop, my initial stop, getting it away from this high volume node right here. And again, looking to exit somewhere around 37 to 37.75. Looks like might be a good target. But I'm looking to add here. So I'm watching the DOM on the left-hand side, and you'll notice that there's a lot of large orders coming in on the blue column, the bid side. I just did an add at 36.50. My stop loss would be 35.50, or at least break even. So now we're in two contracts again. First target is going to be that high profile high volume node right here at 38. It looks like some more just came in at 30.75. So I'm going to start watching over here on the two tick DOM. I'm looking at these 500 buyers versus 839 sellers. Looks like sellers are trying to fight back. Let's see if we get some more continuation here. I just moved my take profit down to 37.75, and you see that that node right there. Now I did an add, and it looks like I'm trying to get filled at 36.75 again on that little high profile node. Okay, we got, I can't tell how many contracts I'm actually in right here, but I believe it's three. And again, looking to take profit at that high volume area on DOM. Just looking at the market orders, looks like buyers are slightly ahead of sellers here and trying to break through that 100 lot at 37. Initially, 37 was my target, so I could have taken profit there, but I'm still feeling good about this long. I want to get a couple contracts off the table just under 38, and I added one right there. So we added, so we should still be holding one now. Those that was three, and I think two went. So the next target is going to be up closer to 39.50. Looks like I'm holding two contracts, and you can see on this order box right here that tells you there's two. And I'm just watching the orders are coming in, just kind of trailing up towards that 39, 40, 50. So we took one off, still holding 38.25, and I'm aiming for this high volume node at 41. Maybe a little bit in front of that. We'll see if this falls off. I think we're going to get stopped out here. Okay, we got buyers coming in. We need to break 40. There's a bunch of sellers. There's 100 lot on the offer right there. And they're fighting back at 39.50. So creating a little node there. I'm just holding 38.25. I'd really like to take that missing notch in the market fill column at 40.25. That's probably going to fill if we get continuation right there. So let's see if we can chase this any higher, or if it's going to stall out here. So it looks like sellers are fighting back, but there's a lot of buyers entering, and we just got filled. So cool, that's how you can do, you know, $500 in a couple minutes. I'm going to open up another video here. Let's close this one out and see what else we have on offer. So I'm going to roll this forward a bit. I was trying to get short here, and I think it was the trend was short. So I was looking at that high amount of offers right around 37. If the trend was up, I would have targeted that, but I'm really trying to get in short here. And you can see prices just kind of dancing around this low volume zone right here. So if it continues higher, but it looks like value was established 35.50. So if it continues past that, then yeah, I would target 37. But I'm kind of waiting for it to fall off of this high volume node and start to get down in this valley again. You notice we got a lot of sellers coming in. Um, Sellers are really starting to take hold. Kind of, I'm trying to get short. I think I moved my entry there. So my target's going to be at 32.50 in that little low volume node, and boom, you can see how quickly that hit. Um, I would have targeted 31.75 at that high point, but you don't always know if that's going to hit or if it's going to act as, support. So just for safety, I went a couple ticks ahead of it in that little, you'll see these little low volume areas. So like right here at 33.25, there's one. If price moves from here to here, it's pretty likely. You don't always know if it's going to hit the high point or not. So I like to get out a couple ticks ahead of that. And then just moving along, I want to show you some correlations. So over here on the left, I've got the ES heat map in Jigsaw, which is a tick chart. And then down here at the bottom, I've got the heat map in Jigsaw. And this is the NASDAQ. So I'm just using the NASDAQ as my correlated market. And I'm watching the CQC quotes counter, which is kind of like a historical column. It shows orders that could be put back onto the DOM or orders that would like to get entered into the DOM. We've got the DOM set up here on the right. Order book, same thing. It's just a histogram of the DOM. And so, I'm watching this sideways correlation. I'm sorry, the sideways kind of consolidation or, possibly an accumulation happening. We had this big dip and then price recovered. So if I was going to get long, I'd want to see, the pace of tape hitting the red zone, blue buyers. You can see this is filling in, filling in. So notice the high volume at the drops right there and right there. So sellers are getting absorbed right here. So we're going to push past through that. Would you go short? Well, not with it bouncing back into the range like that. This is kind of possibly a bear trap. So I'm watching NQ trading ES and look at that recovery. It's already back inside the range. There might be another big dip here. I don't recall exactly, but when price is in the middle of this column, I don't usually enter. You see there's a 16 lot up here that'll probably get filled. So this might be a good spot to enter long when price is moving higher. You can see we had that big sweep right there. That's another signal. Look at the ES heat map. We had, basically like what you might call a double bottom right there on that sweep. So now NQ is starting to look stronger. Is a lot of sellers here. I'm trying to recall if this drops off or not, but just using this as a example of when I might enter. If I recall, I think this does dip out and then it starts to climb higher. So we had a few drops right in here. And I can see the quotes counter is now getting near the top, and watch for all these twos that are going to come in. I'm actually going to slow this down so you can see this. When I see a string of low lots right in here, it tells me they're accumulating and it slows down the price. So you notice you'll get like 2 lots and 4 lots, and then it kind of fell off because it couldn't push through there. There's an iceberg right there. and it's not visible because it's only showing 6 lots. Every time price hits that, it's probably hitting a 2 lot, 2 lot, 2 lot. And once price gets to a 10 lot and it starts to fill, that's a good entry for me to go long. So I'm watching that level 19086, and if I'm watching that 10, and there it goes. And then notice the 2 lot, 2 lot, 2 lot, 2 lot, 2 lot. There's a big iceberg, and I think it just filled. And so they're going to, want to push outside of the range if they can get above that level 190850. But that's where the big seller is. I'm sorry, that's where the buyer is accumulating, and sellers, responsive sellers, are pushing back. So I thought that was really interesting when you see these 2 lots on the bid right here. It actually slows price down. So price can't just blast through that because there's too many buyers, but they're small orders. So they just keep getting released, and they're in front of the queue. So no one else can jump ahead of that. You know, you look over here on the DOM, you've got 2 buyers at 19087. You've got this large lot seller at 26. There's potentially this could be the same buyer and the same seller. So he's signaling 26. Um, but he's basically accumulating right down here at 19087. And I'm just going to run that again and see how it blasted through. So that would have been good for 3 or 4 points right there if I had gone long on that. And again, just you know, to recap, so to speak, I'm not looking to enter when price is in the middle here. That to me is showing balance. I'm looking for these orders on the quotes counter to start getting above 10, 10 lots and getting added to. And I'm looking for, price to be up on the bid with not a lot of liquidity in front of it. And that's a good signal it can run. Of course, you want to have a target for it to run to, and you can see there's liquidity at 19087. Um, so that right there might be a good spot to enter if you had continuation right on that 10 lot at 19086. Um, and then you can see the 2 lot orders that are actually stalling price out because these are in front of everyone. Price can't just blast through until it fills that iceberg. So this is something I look for all the time. You'll notice at the bottom of the quotes counter, you've got a 6 and a 4. So there's potentially, this could be the same buyer here buying the bottom. You'll notice these high volume areas, and then also kind of accumulating at the top. So basically accumulating this range and selling it back down to a more favorable buy level. So just scrolling back here, I'm just noticing this 8 lot. See if there's any more in that range. There's a 4 lot right there. Let's just watch that for a second. Can price push through that? You notice the sellers are coming in, and price got stopped right there at 19086, which was again the same level from the end of the video where you could see price was being accumulated, and then you did get that breakout. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys, I'm going to keep it short today. Um, I don't think we have anybody in the group with me, and we usually go over these every Sunday around 11 a.m. Pacific time, which would be 2 p.m. Eastern time, and just going over Jigsaw and Bookmap DOM. And you guys are welcome to join. Go ahead and hit the like button, give me a subscribe, and stay safe out there. We've got some interesting news data coming out this week, and looks like the bond market could take off, which could be, a down signal for ES. Don't really know until things start happening, but we're going to be watching that. Feel free to join us in the premium tier futures Discord. It's free. We trade futures every day, Monday through Friday. And you're welcome to join. Find the click the link in the comments. All right. Thanks again, and happy trading.